Storms continue to move across Minnesota and western Wisconsin tonight, bringing strong winds and heavy rain.
Video shows the rain coming down in Farmington this evening. West of the Twin Cities is a different story. Homeowners came outside to see trees on top of houses and blocking streets. WCCO's team coverage tonight. We begin with Chris Shaffer in the Weather Center. Hi, Chris.
Hey, Amelia. The main concern certainly around the Twin Cities metro right now is localized flooding. The storm sewers just can't keep up with this heavy rain, so it is ponding on the roadways. You do need to be careful if you're out driving later on tonight or even early tomorrow morning. I mean, look at these pockets of heavy rain pushing through Woodbury, St. Paul, heading up toward North St. Paul and Little Canada. It continues to stream up from the south. Fortunately, we don't have any severe thunderstorm warnings, severe thunderstorm watches in effect, just heavy rain that is going to continue certainly into the night tonight. Take a look at the storm reports over the past 12 hours. Many of these that you are seeing are just reports of hail size, some of them up to 2 inches in diameter. But the wind was a big player in the thunderstorms earlier. We'll take you to 20 minutes before 5 o'clock down in Geneva. That's north of Albert Lea on the map here. A turkey barn was destroyed in that area. The storm damage happened all the way up as far north as Ely, where we had several reports of power lines down and trees down. And again, it was late this afternoon. We had reports to the west of the Twin Cities of wind damage, several trees and some power lines down as well in Hutchinson. That's where we go right now. Jeff Wagner is live on the scene in Hutchinson. Jeff, tell us what you see there.
Yeah, as soon as we got to town, Chris, people were telling us we needed to get to the corner of Linden and Brown, and this is why. 2 massive pine trees were uprooted. Both of them actually landed in the street. They've since been moved back into the homeowner's yard, but this is just one example of how strong the winds were this afternoon.
Somebody was looking over us. That's for sure.
From house to house, that was the theme.
It would have been a lot worse if it hit the house.
Homeowners who had trees crash down in their yards and on their roofs.
Everybody's okay.
Thankful that at the very least, nobody was hurt.
I heard a lot of the hail on the roof at work, but definitely didn't think to come home to this.
The afternoon storm uprooted 2 thick pine trees in Patrick Moss's yard, a scary sight he worried was possible.
Oh yes, definitely. They'll sway a good foot to each side in a good windstorm.
Good surely defined the winds that caused this tree to split down the middle, landing across a swing set and trailer behind Dan Theis's house.
And we just heard a little bang on the egress window. We never heard the tree fall or anything. So we thought nothing happened, then we came out and looked and saw that.
Next door, neighbors were stacking a now chopped up branch that earlier fell on this home, piercing the roof. But the tree that hit Paul Carroll's house can't be moved just yet.
It was a little traumatizing for the kids when they first saw the house and the tree down in the yard, you know.
He says other trees in the yard might have to come down before the next storm does it for him. But at least his family is alive and safe to make that choice.
My wife works for the insurance company, so we got lucky there too.
Now, since about 8 o'clock tonight, it has been steadily raining in Hutchinson, and some of the actual homeowners we were talking with were mentioning how they were rushing to try and get some tarps on top of the roof so they wouldn't have any leaking issues. They're also hoping for a break in the weather. That way, the real cleanup and repair process can get started.
Yeah, that is unbelievable out there. All right, Jeff, thank you. You've been sharing photos of tonight's storms on our social media pages. Trevor shared this picture of his totaled SUV. Mike shared some video of it hailing in Eagan this afternoon, and Brittany took a picture of the aftermath. She saw penny to quarter-sized hail.